Hello.
It's all about Ghanaian languages. It's all about Ghanaian languages. It's all about Ghanaian languages, Junior.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to Huniah-Yourhighness TV. And today we are looking at the basic greetings in Ghana. That's the Ghana Basics 3. Basic greetings in Ghana, yeah. And what's the name? A gentle reminder. There are some few books on this channel which I published, okay, to aid most of you in your Ghana language journey. So simply send me a WhatsApp message, okay, using the number really on the screen, and just tap or just type, can I have access to the Ghana books or the Dagbon books, okay? And I'll quickly send you the link to go and download them. So we have Ghana bilingual books on my blog and Dagbon bilingual books on that same blog. So this is to help you in your language learning journey, okay? And if you have any further enquiries, you can just WhatsApp me and I'll be glad to assist. So at the moment we are at Salt Pond and I'm like, why don't I bring you these lessons? Alright, so without wasting much time, let's just begin. One thing I would like you to understand is greetings, okay, are very integral of the Ghanaian culture. Okay, not just the Ghana people, the entirety of Ghana. Greetings are very core to our culture. Alright, so to begin, I would like you to know this first word, te oyo ten, which we learned in Ghana Basics 2. And te oyo ten translates as, how are you? Te oyo ten, how are you? And the response to te oyo ten is, hinye ojugbang. Hinye ojugbang. If you want to ask 2 or more people, you say te nyeyo ten. Te nyeyo ten. And the response is, woye ojugbang. So first of all, let's recap our pronouns. We have he, that is I, o, that is you, that is single, a, he or she, or it, wo, that is we, nye, you all, then ame, they. Okay, all right. Now, how do you say how is it in the Ghana language? How is it is said as tete, tete. And the response is, wahiemi, wahiemi, or hiye ojugbang, hiye ojugbang. So when you tell someone tete, you respond with wahiemi or hiye ojugbang. All right. Fast forward, let's look at how to say I greet you in Ghana. Now we have this interesting greeting, okay, that is mingabo. Mingabo. Mingabo means I greet you or I salute you. Okay, this greeting naturally covers for good morning, good afternoon, good evening in the Ghana language. So mingabo, I greet you. So me, now we have this exclamation, a. So mingabo a. Okay, the a has no peculiar meaning, but it adds some sort of stress to the greeting to make it more Ghana. So mingabo, I greet you, or mingabo a. Okay. Now to say I respond, you say mi here bono. Mi here bono. So if it's one person, mingabo a. If it's more than one person, you say minganye. Minganye. So I respond, mi here bono. We respond, wo here bono. Or mi here nyeno. I respond to you all, mi here nyeno. Or wo here nyeno. We respond to you all. So it depends. If we are responding wo here, if you all are responding nye here, if I'm responding mi here, then the pronoun comes to the end. Now, the pronouns, I have Ga pronouns 1, Ga pronouns 2, up to Ga pronouns 6 on this channel. So make sure you learn them to understand the Ga pronouns into details, okay, so that they wouldn't confuse you. Now, the A, like I told you, it's an exclamation, so you can choose to bring it or not, but it adds up or it spices up the Ga language. Now, the Mingabo or Mingabwe, it can be used as I greet you. It's also good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, but then due to the English influence or the British influence or the European influence on Ghanaians, where Europeans have the actual good morning, good afternoon, good evening. First of all, we have these greetings that we borrowed from English. Okay, because we felt like, okay, the Mingabwe being for all form of greetings, sometimes we felt like, okay, why don't you get the English equivalent? So we first of all borrowed from English. That is mori. That is good morning. Mori. If it's one person, mori. If it's more than one person, nye mori. Now, like I told you, the A is optional. So you can say nye mori or nye mori. Then you respond by saying mori. So good afternoon or nye good afternoon. Or good afternoon or nye good afternoon. The A, like I told you, yeah. Then good afternoon. Then kudimi. That's good evening. Kudimi. Or nye kudimi. That is good evening. And you respond by saying kudimi. But then a group of Ghanaian linguists way back thought about this and they were like, okay, why don't they develop the actual why don't they develop an equivalent of this mori, good afternoon, and kudimi in Ghana? And they sat down to think about it and they said, okay, then we are coming up with ojeko for good morning. So if it's one person, if I'm greeting you, I'll say ojeko because O means you. If I'm greeting more than one person, so I'll say nye jeko. Okay, then the response is Ojemra. That's for good morning. That's the standard or written Ga. Or Minaoko. Then we respond by saying Naijo. Then Oshie. That's the good evening. That's the standard Ga. Oshie. Then the response is Oshemra. But then unfortunately, the Ojeko, Minaoko, and Oshie is not widely known or widely used among we the Ghana people. So it's more like you are taught in school, but you never use it in reality. Yeah, that's the unfortunate situation. We are taught that in school, but we don't use it. All right, so let's move on. Let's learn how to say, how is the body in Ghana? Well, what's how the body? Yes, we have that greeting. So how is the body said as te ohewujan yo te? First of all, ohewujan means your body. Nyehewujan means your body. That means you all your body. So if I want to ask you, te ohewujan yo te, that's how is your body? If you are more than one person, then I'll say te nyehewujan yo te. Then that's my body is fine. Or what hear me. So you can either say or what hear me. Or hear ojogbang. If I happen to say tenye wojan, because I'm talking to lots of people, then you will say what he ojogbang. Our bodies are fine. Okay, now you want to ask someone, how is everything? Everything in Ghana is said as nofeno. Well, some communities say nofiano. Okay, so either nofiano, but you can use nofeno for this channel. So nofeno means everything. So te nofeno your ten. How is everything? Te nofeno your ten. Then you will say nofeno ye ojogbang. Or will hear me as usual. Now, if you want to ask someone, are you fine? You say, Oye ojogban lo. Then you say, in your ojogban. Yes, I'm fine. Remember, means yes. Dabi means no. So, in your ojogban. Dabi himbe ojugban. Dabi himbe ojugban. Now, you want to tell someone, see you later. See you later is said as kefe in the Ghan language. Kefe. Yeah. But then, interestingly, kefe is more of virtual meetings. Maybe I've called you on phone. I want to say, see you later or goodbye. I'll say kefe. But if I met you physically, to tell you goodbye, I'll say yaba. Yaba. Okay. Yeah. Or maybe I want to tell you safe journey. I will tell you okenyemodro. Now, most Christians, if they want to say I'm fine, mostly they prefer to say God's grace. So when you ask them tell your thing, they usually say nyongmodromo. And then Jehovah's Witnesses also say Yehovah Dromo, because they prefer to mention the name of Jehovah. Yehovah Dromo. So we say Yehovah as Jehovah. Now, you want to tell someone good night. Good night is said as wo in the Ghan language. Wo. That is good night. Wo. Now, assuming a group of people are seated and you want to approach a group of elders, per our culture, you are supposed to say ago. You seek permission by saying ago. Then you wait for the response, amen. So when they say ago, when you say ago, you wait for the response, amen. Amen means you are welcome, you can come. All right, okay. So when group of elders, and then so whenever you approach people, maybe they are having an official meeting, you enter. Oh, ago. Then you wait for the response, amen. Then you quickly. If you don't hear the amen, please don't go. Okay. Let's move on. Now, let's learn how to say congratulations in Ghan. Congratulations is said as ayeko in the Ghan language. Ayeko. Then, that's for one person. If it's more than one person, so you say anyako. Then the response is yae. Ayeko yae. Anyako yae. Now, ayeko is congratulations, but how do you say well done in the Ghan language? Well done is said as mo or obomoden. Mo or obomoden. Well, mo was borrowed from the Akan language, and then obomoden was adopted from the Guan language. Okay, so in Guan, when we say bomodene, do it well. Obomoden, you did it well. Okay. Now, let's look at how to say knock knock in the Ghan. So maybe I'm entering on knock knock. I will say koko. We use the verbal speech. We speak koko. Then I'll wait for the response me. So when I say koko and I hear me, it means I'm welcome. Then I can enter. But when I don't hear me, I can't enter. Now, how do you say sorry in the Ghan language? Sorry is said as po. That is sorry. Po. Or kuse. So po or kuse. That's to say sorry in the Ghan language. Now, if you meet a traditional ruler and you want to greet the person, usually male rulers, we call them ni, and the female ana. So ni mi ba manye. So if you want to get it, say ni mi ba manye, and then they'll tell you manye ablabo. If you say woman na mi ba manye, and then they'll tell you manye ablabo. Okay. Now, last but not the least, we are going to learn sefen or jenfen. So that's to say how is back or how is there. It's also a greeting we use. So when you say sefen or jenfen, the person says sejugbang. The response is sejugbang or jenjugbang. That is if maybe I come to meet you and I tell you sefen. Also, I can alternatively say bfn, how is here. BFN, then you say Bia Jugbang. Now this is in dialect, so some dialects say Bia Jugbang, some dialects also say Bia Jo. So they say Fen, they say Jugbang, the response. Sometimes you say Jo. Usually the Oriental Ghan, okay, those say they say Jo. Then the Oriental Ghan will say Jugbang, then the Occidental will say Jo. Okay, yeah. So CFN, CJugban, JFN, JJugban, BFN, BJugban. And now, if somebody gives birth, okay, to a newly born baby, and you want to say congratulations, usually, yes, you can say Ayeko, but we also have Otrinkwa, which we borrow from the Asante language or the Tree language. So we say Otrinkwa, that's to say congratulations. Then the newly born or the new mother will say Miteri Dase. Miteri Dase. That's to say thank you. Not just mothers, maybe somebody has graduated from college or the university. Somebody has achieved something or has passed through and has finally achieved what he or she wants. They say, oh, Otrinkwa. You can say Ayuko or Otrinkwa. The person will say, Miteri Dase. I hope you get everything. So, like I said, if you have any other information, you can easily take my number on the screen and contact me. You can follow me, Huniah-Yourhighness, on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. All right. And on Telegram. So without much, I say thank you very, very much. Catch me in the next lesson, Ghana Basics 4. Nye Yiwaladong.
It's Genesis on the beat.